This year, Kitchener-Waterloo Musical Productions celebrates 60 years of presenting crowd-pleasing musicals. Through the efforts of veteran directors like Alex Moustakis, Alan Lund, Gord Davis, KWMP is regarded as one of Canada's leading non-professional musical production companies. I visited with them recently at their home base on Shaftesbury Avenue in Kitchener. Lloyd, KWMP has been around since 1948, and you've been around for a lot of those years. How many?
55 years. I joined in 1953.
You've probably seen a lot of changes over the years. Tell me about some of those changes, Lloyd.
Well, to start with, the group started and was formed out of the choir at the Church of the Good Shepherd on the corner of Margaret Avenue and Queen Street. And then in 1949, it had sort of outgrown the choir and became more of a civic group. And we then rehearsed in Sotheby School and did our set construction in a barn out the corner of what is now of Westmount and Highland Road up until we purchased this property in 1964.
KWMP has always presented musicals that are popular. They're familiar. They withstood the test of time. Do you think that's been part of your success?
Well, definitely. We had to do what appealed to the people, and we were very fortunate in having the people doing the shows that we did, because we were able to save money to buy this building for one thing.
And now, of course, this last show, Little Shop of Horrors, that puts you a little bit out of your comfort zone. Is that also in an attempt to appeal to perhaps a younger audience, do you think?
Yes, and it was our spring shows, we try to do it in just a little different manner and type to what our fall shows. Our fall shows are pretty well strictly musical theater.
Well, I have to say congratulations to KWMP for 60 years of presenting crowd-pleasing musicals, but I also have to say congratulations to you for being with this organization for 55 years.
It was certainly a family affair, really. My daughters were in it. My wife had been treasurer and costume work and whatever else, wherever we could fit in. And my one daughter is still in theater work and directing all across Canada.
Terry, tell me about your involvement with KWMP.
I actually started in 1982. I was a university student, and my father was doing it. That's how I got into it, my father and my mother. My father was in front of the stage performing. Mom was backstage painting and getting involved, and it's something I always loved doing, performing. And so I thought, what the heck, let's give it a try. And I ended up doing the spring show, which Alan Lund directed, and ultimately took to Charlottetown and became Singin' and Dancin' Tonight, which was like one of his most famous shows that he ever did.
Do you know, what makes me curious is the theater everywhere is suffering, and you hear about all the horror stories. KWMP has been going strong for 60 years, shows no signs of stopping. Talk to me about the popularity of the musical.
Well, it's funny. I don't even know if there is one answer for it, because everybody is attracted to different things. And you see something like High School Musical going out now, and all of a sudden it's a huge craze. And now, so you think you can dance, and all these other things that are going on. And I think that people just love the energy of a musical, and especially for a group like this, where they make an effort to intentionally get 80, 90 people on a stage at the same time. I think that's one of the things that kept it so strong, is that we felt like a big family for 60 years. And you just love it, but the energy of a musical is, you can't beat.
60 years and still going strong, and I know you have a host of events planned to celebrate 60 years. Tell me about some of them.
We sure do. Well, actually, our 60th production is going to be Annie, which is just going to be a hoot. So a lot of the young girls that are out there who have always wanted to put on that red wig and saying, you know, the sun will come out tomorrow, now's the chance. And it's going to be a great way to get new people in, because a lot of youngsters coming in and doing the show. We have the talent here. That's what amazes me about this whole company, is that the amount of talent that is in this area is incredible. So it's going to be a huge production, again, at the center in the square. If I can say, I think one of the key things that has been so cool about being KWMP is that you perform at the center in the square. So you get a lot of these kids who are 10, 11, 12 years old coming in, performing in front of 2,200 people at a time.
What an experience.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And to play in there and to hear 2,200 people applaud for you and laugh for you.
Well, and this is an opportunity for future volunteers. This is a chance for them to feel the camaraderie and the friendship and the family.
Yeah. Well, and the one thing that I tapped into this year was getting involved in the technical side. I've always kind of been the guy in front of the curtain performing. But this year I decided, you know what? I want to build a set. I want to help build a set. And so I got involved doing that with Little Shop of Horrors. And that's a lot of people out there, maybe they don't want to perform, but there's so much more. And people who love to sew, we need people to build costumes. We need people to help design things. We need painting help. You know, all these sets, they all have to be painted. And there's just so much that people can do. And 60 years, we have 60 years of photos and things. And we want to build an archive. We want to build a proper website with all the archiving. And so even just somebody out there who says, you know what, I got some time, throw me some photos, I can scan them for you, and we'll get them on the website. Like, just everything like that. There's so much that people can do to help.
Terry, thanks so much, and
thank you.
congratulations. 60 years.
Thank
That's
you.
a wonderful feat.
Another 60.
Yeah. Since 1948, KWMP has presented 68 musicals, and they are still going strong. A success story by any measure. Check them out online at kwmp.ca. I'm Gabriella Curry, and it's all right here on Grand River Living.